Hey guys, it's Teatime here. Welcome back to another speed build. Now this one was actually going to be a part of my limited pack, sort of single pack starter home series, but I started it and I could not figure out how to make it fit in with a pack, but I liked the home so much that I just kept going, and in the end it's really cute. I love it a lot, and I hope you guys like it too. So what I have here, I wanted to work with the terrain tool, I think, more than anything. I think that's what confused me away from the pack, which was luxury party stuff. So it was pretty rough and difficult to begin with, to try and figure out. And then I started doing something modern and terrain tools and whatnot, and it went downhill from there. So yeah, I definitely gave up. I'm happy to admit that. But yeah, I'll be trying that again soon and putting that up for you guys. Yeah, but I do love this. I would love to put a little family in here. It is a family home. It looks tiny, but it's actually got 3 levels. One of them's underground, and there's enough room for maybe 2 kids. I say enough room for 2 kids, but when it's underground, you can always put more if you like. It just depends on if that's what you want to do, is have a lot of people living underground. But all the bedrooms are actually on that bottom floor. So yeah, I'll see what you think of it. I do love the exterior probably more than anything. And you could make it a single Sims little tiny home if you like, if you got rid of the bottom floor. But yeah, whatever you like. I do spend a lot of time doing the terrain on this build, which is fun. Look, I haven't really used the terrain tools all that much yet. So this was a bit of an experience for me. I don't know, I don't want to force myself to use them. I want to use them because I'm inspired to, or because it really suits the build, or whatever. I just think terrain tools was, yeah, when it first came out, everyone was very excited. So every build had to have terrain tools, whether it's suited or not. And I just didn't want to go there. So I've used it in this one because I wanted to. I really wanted to do a little modern hill thing. So I've called this Modern Hill House? No. Hill. I actually don't remember. It's in the title. You can see for yourself. But yeah, it's pretty freaking cute. I think so. I really love it. So I was going to say, I am away, in case you missed this in the last, I think, build I set it in. I'm away from next Wednesday, so a lot of you international people, that will be Tuesday. But I will be putting up videos every couple of days, so 3 days in the week. So mostly what I've already been doing. I think the plan is to, on the Tuesday, put out the Let's Play still, and on the Thursday put out a build still, but then maybe replace that Saturday Let's Play with a Creator Sim video, just because it's a little bit easier for me to film and I want to start getting into them. So first of all, it's good practice, and second, it's just easier and faster to film. I find the Let's Plays take a lot of time because I need to record for a good amount of time to make sure I've got the content, and then the editing, I'm trying to get cleverer with it, and so I find myself taking too much time, because as you might know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. One day, people, we will make my sim self. I don't actually have one. I'm one of those people that hasn't made one yet. Maybe I made one like 4 years ago, but she's not on my gallery, so I would not have a clue, and I'm terrible at it. So maybe we'll do that together sometime. You guys can help me, perhaps give me feedback. Maybe we'll do a nice slow sort of progression through the sim, and you can tell me if it's looking right. But yeah, that'll be after I get back from New Zealand. So I'm back in New Zealand the Saturday after I leave, so it's Wednesday, and then the weekend and that whole week, and then back that next Saturday, I think. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, something like 10 days. But yeah, so I'm planning on doing 3 videos while I'm away, and yeah, when I get back, I would like to do 4 videos. I'm so excited about this. So I tested this out. If you saw, I put an extra build up on the weekend, out on a Sunday or a Saturday for some of you. Yeah, I actually even surprised my husband. I hadn't told him that I'd put it up, and when I got up in the morning, he was like, "Did you mean to release a video this morning?" I was like, yes, I did. It was on purpose. Thank you for for checking. Yes. Yeah, it was a little bit of a test and a little bit of because I put out a creator sim, I thought, oh, I should still put out a build because maybe some people really like those, and I don't want to, this early on in my channel, don't want to just, push those people away. So that's why while I'm away, I'm keeping it fairly even. One Let's Play, one creator sim, one build. But when I get back, hopefully I'll do 2 Let's Plays again, then one creator sim and one build, depending on, I guess, how creative I'm feeling with builds and creator sims. But I'm planning on trying to do some creator sims with some characters from things I like. Maybe first set will be something like Sailor Moon, or I'm not entirely sure. If you have a suggestion of something you really like and that I actually know, because I don't always know what people are talking about, just say it down below, and I'll have a look and see if it's a thing that I might think I can manage. But I don't use a lot of alpha. I don't use any alpha content, and I don't use a lot of CC to begin with, so it limits me, which I guess is part of the fun for me. It's a challenge, but I don't know if that'll be as entertaining for other people. So yeah, I guess you can watch and tell me how I go. I know for some people it would actually be better because it's access to a sim that doesn't have a lot of extra content that you have to go and download. I would prefer that myself. I don't like the having too much custom content, just because it's a whole set of things that you've got to go and get and do and download and make sure works, and not everybody wants to do that. Yeah, I'm happy to admit that not everybody wants to do that. I didn't want to do that for ages, and it's only recently that I've started playing more with custom content. Yeah, but you guys tell me what you think about my plans, and I will try to use webcam as well when I get back. I'm so excited about that. I have yet still to fix up my office and my space, so it looks like a good backdrop and whatnot. Not that I particularly care that it's a good backdrop. I'm not worried about what you guys think, honestly. Challenge accepted. No, I'm more just want to set it up well, and that's what I did with my channel as well. Is I just wanted to start things well, and I'd want to do that with my webcam as well. Yeah, so I'll try and put a bit of effort into that to start it off on a good footing. And yeah, I'm excited about all these things. Some changes. Yes, I am very excited. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, I should probably actually talk about the build again. So it is a very modern look. I haven't actually done this kind of curved roof thing to the side of the house before. I think I need to do it more often because I really love modern builds. Probably my favorite thing to do, because in some ways it feels like cheating, is you just make a box and then some more boxes and put a flat roof on it and put a couple of like curved or straight surfaces at angles, and yep, you got a modern thing. Nice big windows, clean colors. Yeah. I do love modern builds. I remember when I started watching things a bit more on YouTube, coming across like Sim Supply, loved some of his modern builds, and it kind of started inspiring me to build better, because I've built for a long time, but it was only in Sims 3 I think I really started picking up my building act and going for it. I remember there was one lot in Sims 3 that was on a cliff. Oh, how I would love a cliff lot in Sims 4. Come on, give us like uneven terrain lots. That would be fantastic. But this lot was just so inspiring, and I always extended it down and up and out and all these weird ways, and it just looked cool and strange, and I just always used it for like 3 or 4 families. But I had so much fun with that. I think that's partially what I was going for with this build, that drop off the edge, and the back is kind of where more space is, and the front is just this little hidden hill thing. So yeah, I really liked how it turned out. I did put windows at the front here, I believe. Yeah, beautiful. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but I've kept a lot of the tones very light. a lot of light woods, golden-ish sort of tones, and very simple. So if you stripped everything out of the home, it would be very well coordinated. The walls are white, very boring, but that's kind of what I wanted to go for. Didn't want to complicate it. Some of the colors in the actual interior, the design area, are quite a bit brighter, and it gets a bit more interesting, especially in the kids' rooms. But for the outside and for the basic structure of the home, I wanted it to look a little bit like it had been designed and built on purpose a bit. Like it's been designed for this family, I would guess, but also at the same time, it's still just a basic home that someone's come in and painted white. It's very simple in its painting and whatnot. It's only when you get downstairs into the kids' things that it starts to really show a lot of personality. But I do like what I've done, and I think it's a nice little shell, I would say, to come in and do something else with it. I love the little backyard. I love, after we finish it, you'll see, very cute, and the little deck chairs I create. I've never used the combination, but I'll talk about that when we get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I love how many trees are around as well. It feels very natural, like a modern hobbit hole. Is that right? I don't know. That's how I feel anyway, but here we are, finally working on some of the interior, working on this living room. I do change those couches. It ends up being less kind of bright and terrifying. But I wanted to leave a lot of this stuff in so you could see sort of the process that I go through thinking about it. Do make an L-shaped couch there. It's super easy to do. These couches do not glitch and what's the word, clip too much, so you can see it. Some things like kind of spazzing on you all the time, but these ones are pretty good. This room ends up being quite nice. I put a lot of bookshelves in that little family room. Yeah, I kind of wanted it to be almost a separate space from everything else in the house, so it felt, first of all, say if you had friends over, you could keep them up here. You could, like, if the teens had friends over, they could just come watch a movie, stay up in this top area, and the parents could be left alone downstairs. Another thought was, it was very purposeful family time maybe, would be, okay, we're done downstairs, let's go upstairs with some popcorn or something, and we'll have just a family movie or something. Oh, I love that rug. I kind of wish I'd left it, but I couldn't figure out how to make it match the rest of the room. And now that I'm looking at it, I didn't need to figure out how to make it match the rest of the room. But apparently I felt like I needed like a red lamp or something. Don't know why. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, I go with that more modern, postmodern, I don't know what you'd call it. Anyway, it's from Get Famous, and I do love the colours in it. Those greens are my favourites. My favourite colour is teal, in case you're wondering. So pretty much that colour on the rug, that deeper green-blue colour. I love, 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 love. Also love that plant from Get Famous. It's different. I don't think we got too many like that are sort of a medium-sized plant, indoor plant that have bigger dark green leaves. Yeah. I think we were actually lacking that, and so I'm very happy that we have that now. Yeah. So here I am working on the foyer, the entrance area. This is a great trick, especially with that. So you can see which shelf I've picked. It's the third one. It's a base game shelf, so you can use it as those counters, not counters, well they are, they're wall counters. Base game, so you can do it this trick base game completely, pull those wall counters down onto the ground and put that third shelf with a little loopsy doodle at the bottom, sized up, and on top it fits perfectly, and you can come up with a whole heap of color combinations. If you get the right color combinations for that shelf as well, it does not look like it's clipping too much. So you can see the white's pretty good. I do change it, I can't remember, yeah, that one, yeah, that doesn't clip too much either. So yeah, it's a good one to do it with, but I think I take forever trying to get the colours in this room correct. And I mean, by colours, I mean literally the base of the plants. I fussed so much in the end. I think I come up with a white, gold, and blue sort of theme. Yeah, like that. So that's very cute. I do like that. and to make just a little sitting area in here so you can dump your things, have a sit down, take your shoes off, and yeah, then head downstairs. Beautiful shiny modern floors. I love these floors. I can't remember if these are the basketball court ones. I don't think so. I think those are shinier again and more orange. But these ones are very cute. And I don't often use that colour, that a little bit yellowy orange colour, but it is it's a common colour, and the reason is because if you get a lighter floor in an actual timber, over time it will warm up in tone, yellow up a little bit in tone. It's a kind of a natural thing that timber does do, or if you polish it, anything like that, sometimes it can change colour to be a bit more of this orange colour. So, you know, I find that very realistic in a modern sort of setting, and they are very clean, very shiny. Looks like they've been pared back and yeah, polished up. Although I do say this is a new house, so whatever, it would be from scratch, I guess. Here I am trying to make a I'm trying to fit a bar into the kitchen, and I'm not sure how to do it, and I leave in like the whole process because while watching it back and editing, I kind of just was fascinated by myself and trying to figure out what my thought process was for a lot of this. So I left it in for you guys, and if you want to try and figure out my thought process, then yeah, feel free to comment below what you think I'm thinking, because honestly I'm not entirely sure, but I was just desperately trying to fit this thing in because I thought that maybe the parents like to entertain yeah, in this little kitchen, or go outside and have a barbecue, and a bar would be kind of a great addition to that. And yeah, but I could not fit it in. Here I go trying, and in the end I think I just get rid of it in a sec, and I move the kitchen around. In the end I'm pretty happy with the layout. I could have changed it a bit, and if you decide to play with this yourself, yeah, feel free to change it around. It's a useful space. There were other options like putting kitchen and dining upstairs, but I didn't want to spend hours thinking about it and thinking, oh, how will I do it? Oh, no, I don't like that. So I just kind of went with an instinct and did it this way, and I'm happy with it in the end. I would definitely use it. So I'm not particularly, yeah, worried. I think I'm trying to make these blue. I was trying to bring some color in, but I don't keep those blue counters. I think I go to other ones that are possibly from vampire stuff. I'm not sure. We'll have a look in a second when I start doing that. But for now, I'm sticking with the modern ones. Come on, change them. I want to know what they are. Come on. Yes, now. These ones. Oh no, they're base game. Man, a lot of this house must be base game. I didn't even realize. Or at least some of the big items. And those wall counters are from Parenthood. If you want a pack that has some really fun building things and a few nice creative sim items and definitely some gameplay, Parenthood is really good. I think so anyway. I think it added a lot to the game. Makes it feel like kids have a bit more interaction with their parents, which I really love, parents or carers. Yeah, I think it added more than I was expecting when it was announced. But yeah, putting a bin in, didn't forget the bin. It's almost a running joke with some creators. Yeah. Here I think I put these counters in and I bring the sim downstairs to try and see if they can walk past it, and they can't. So I do change that to a tall counter in just a second after I've changed the table of 8 times. Here we go. So that's just the tall cabinet, and I put a plant back in, and then I think we're done with this room and we move on to the bathroom. Yes, very good. No, we're decorating. I was wrong. Yep. Just finishing decorating the kitchen, keeping it simple. As I've said before, I don't want to put too much in the kitchen because then it makes it unusable. Also, a lot of items do slow down the game sometimes, so I leave them out of there a little bit, but I like how I've done it. It's just very neat, a little bit minimalist. Here I am putting a million plants under the stairs. For some reason I thought this was cool. I'm not sure if it is. I don't know, you guys can tell me what you think. I will not take offense if you think it's stupid. yeah, I don't know. I just thought, and I do it in another space in the house as well. I thought the plants would be a fun little addition. I see this house being not so much not an eco house or anything, but green in a weird kind of way. Like I said, it feels a little bit like a modern hobbit hole, and so I felt like putting a lot of pot plants in some of these little spaces inside. It felt very appropriate to me. So what do you guys do while you edit videos? Assuming some of you do edit videos. I know some of my watchers do have their own channels, which, by the way, do check out each other's channels. Check me out on Twitter as well, and Instagram, and yeah, have a look around through who I follow and who follows me. You might find some people you like. Always do that. But what do you guys like to do while you edit? Listen to music. I have Spotify. I've been trying to make a playlist of mostly 70s and 80s songs. I'm a little obsessed with some old rock, to try and get a playlist that feels like if I'm editing, especially a build, like it's like revving me on, going, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A bit like a running sort of track, yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm putting in a second bedroom now. Putting in a second bedroom. It is, I think I picture it either two teens or a teen and a kid verging on being a teen, living here with one or both of their parents. Not entirely sure. Possibly with the mum only. But yes, I do their bedrooms, and I really love one of the bedrooms in particular. Otherwise, I do like both, but one of them, the older kid's bedroom, ends up being probably one of my favorite teen bedrooms I've done, even though it is quite simple. Yeah, just extending that bathroom. It's one of the good things about putting a house down underneath the ground, is you can just keep extending as long as your lot's big enough. And I like how that turns out. So here I am trying to do this. I think I put a whole heap of pot plants in there again in a second. But for now, we are putting the bedroom together. I do see this bedroom being a bit feminine, so that's why I say it could very easily be, a single mum that is here. Maybe she's got a high-paying job, but lives small and simple, even though it is an expensive house. It's like $120 or something. That's kind of how I see her. She's a neat businesswoman with friends. She entertains, but she's not unfriendly, and she loves her kids. Maybe she has 2 boys, maybe, not sure. You'll see when you see the bedrooms. Just, you can tell me what you think, who lives here. It's always fun hearing people's thoughts on what I've built. Yeah, I don't stick with this sort of purple rug, I don't think, in the end. And I do, here we go, put a wardrobe in here. I like putting one of those somewhere because kids can play in them and so on, but I was going to put it in the mum's room or the parents' room, and it didn't really fit, so I just put it there because, space, underground, can do it. It's great. Anyway, back to the topic of what do you do while you're editing or building or whatever it might be, because some people don't want to do anything, but I think currently, well, not with sound on, but I was when I was editing before, just watching Deligracy on Twitch. I watch her, James Turner, Dr. Gluon, a bunch of people that I just love for inspiration and to be a part of the community. And it's a thing I've been doing for ages, but it's I love it. I love it. It's just a bit of fun to keep my mind, I guess, relaxed while I'm doing something. I find if you just sit in silence staring at your computer for long enough, you kind of start going a bit crazy. So I have to get up, I do a bit of exercise, watch a bit of Twitch, and then put the Twitch on my second screen, and just, keep my brain active, because I think sometimes you can start to feel quite sleepy or like in a trance, just staring at your screen. You're just like, oh. Anyway, I'm not sure about this painting that I've put in this room in the end. I'm not sure it goes with the carpet. It's a bit more masculine than I remember being, but yeah, it is. I like it still. It's not bad. It just doesn't look as well purposefully thought out, which actually a lot of the house is a little bit like that in some places, and so I kind of like that. It's realistic. I mean, not everybody is going to have every piece of furniture perfect. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't. I mean, you can buy a nice set of couches or whatever, but you're going to have them for the next however many years, and you're going to take them to the next apartment or wherever you are, and then they might not be matched with everything else. It happens. I think that's realistic. So it's nice having a bit of furniture here and there in the Sims builds that kind of looks like that, even though, like I said, this build is sort of meant to be a fairly new one. Okay, so this is one of the kids' bedrooms. Yes, I'm seeing this one as the younger kid, though possibly still a teen, if not, you know, verging on being a teen. I do change the room up in a bit, extend it sideways, because I wasn't quite getting the room that I wanted to fit the bed in how I wanted, and some toys. So I think we're going to stretch that wall in a second. Yeah, there we go. So I do like this a lot better, a lot more room, and I do manage to put that little desk in there, so we can have a like a little study table for the kid. Yeah, I think I see this being maybe a girl, verging on her teens. Yeah, just fun, studious, a little bit of a tomboy maybe, loves kind of vibrant colours, hence the red and so on. Because I mean, it's not a typical girl's room in some senses, at least not what you think of. And I myself, I'm not always typical, but I had a pink and blue bedroom when I was younger. So I mean, it happens, whether you mean it to or not. It just, sometimes it happens. So this is an atypical little girl. I suspect she's quite social. She has a lot of friends. Here's a tip as well. If you do not want people taking toys and putting them back in a chest, you can just not put a toy chest down. I'm not sure if you tried that, but do that, because it's great. They will still move the toys around, which is annoying, but at least it stops them putting them away. I like the idea of the toys having no home, so they end up a little bit all over the place and you have to end up putting them back on the shelf. Just a little way I like playing. So here we are in the older kids' room. I see this being a boy, though it's actually quite gender neutral, so I guess it could be a girl's room as well. I mean, I'd love an orange and grey sort of themed room, which is sort of what it ends up being. Yeah, this teen, I guess I see him being a little sporty, a little techie, like he's very typical teen boy, like he's got a guitar. Who knows if he can play it or ever tries, but he's got one. And a computer, though I don't see him being completely techie, because he's got one computer, one screen. Maybe his mum's limited him, I don't know. But that's not his focus. You'll see by the posters, maybe he's a bit more into sports or music or something like that. But I do like that bed. I've put it more into the walls, so we've got those vibrant orange sheets without having that giant bed head. And that's something I really wish they'd put in, would be some more simple things. I want like a simple stuff pack. Simple things with basic textures, you know, counters with nice woods and a basic marble top with some texture on it. Not crazy color combinations or giant bed heads or, you know, telescopes that are the size of 18 humans, you know. Something like that would be nice if they could give us a simplified kind of stuff pack, or I mean, start working towards that direction. Yeah, but I do love that. I mean, I'd live in that bedroom. It's cute. I think it's cute. I don't know what you guys think. Always let me know. I think we're nearly getting at the end. Here we go, putting some things down a camera. He's a bit of a hobby boy. I see this kid as a hobby boy. He just tries everything, and his mum has the money to let him do it. Yeah, whereas the other kid maybe just a bit more social, simple things. We're going to start working on the outdoors in a second, and this is one of my favorite areas. Upstairs, there we go. Okay, so outside we're just working on this area, trying to make a barbecue area. I use that new table. I think is that from Get Famous, or is it free update? I can't remember. I have a feeling that's actually a free update item, that table with those chairs. Anyway, this is my favorite. I haven't done this combination before for like an outdoor, like a pool chair, but I do use these benches here with those chairs from Seasons, and I think it looks great. I mean, you can see the cushion underneath, but it doesn't seem to worry me or affect me as much as I thought it would. Sometimes that sort of thing bugs me, but I looked at it and I thought, that's great, I love it. So I just kept it. And they are functional. They can sit on one end of those. And I don't know if they can lie down on them. I haven't tested it, but a lot of people do it. And yeah, I mean, you can take away the ends if you just want them to use the chairs. Pop a little table down, maybe some drinks, and yeah, a little chill area. But here I am doing the lights, which means we're coming to the end of the video. Just fixing up a few last things. Here I'm going to make this little balcony area into a designed zone rather than a blank space. Put a little chair in a second. There we go, just fixing the poles. There we go. I get the chair from, what's it from? I don't know, went too fast. Can't remember, guys, sorry. And just that base plant. Anyway, yeah, we are pretty much at the end now, so I will say bye-bye. And if you enjoy, please click like, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let me know if you want to see something particular in the future. Please enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you next time. Bye!